Do you think about me?
Hey, what's up, yo? This is 50 Cent. You're now watching R&B Job.
Thanks for the shout, and thanks for being here and giving us this opportunity. I would like to know your last album. You seem to go back to old sound, and can you tell us something about your new project?
Well, this album is like the content all comes from material before Get Rich or Die Trying. And this is why it feels like it has that element that feels more vintage. It feels like that time period. Because I offered more imperfections on this album. I wrote more of my defects of character on it because I'm in a secure enough space to write those things now. To give you an example, when I was on the Massacre project, I was kind of testing the waters. And I wrote, coming up I was confused, my mommy's kissing a girl. Confusion occurs coming up in the cold world. And I put that on Games album because I wasn't sure if people wanted to hear that from me.
Yeah, okay.
You know, and just testing the waters at that point. And then I wrote another song that was in the first 5 songs that I created for this project. Because I wrote 5 songs before I decided to write the Curtis album.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And it was called The Mechanic. And in The Mechanic, I said, my mama told her baby boy, the Lord gon' bless us. Then dope boy, the shit the food stamps couldn't get us. And they don't understand, we was just trying to make it. But where I'm from, when you want shit, you gotta take it. I'm a Trojan of war, get it done like Achilles. My tray pounder cut a nigga down on the streets. So what I was writing at that point was the confusion. My mom passed when I was 8 years old.
Yeah.
So it's at the age of maybe 7. When my mom is trying to teach her child religion, and then having to do whatever she can to provide for me.
Yeah.
So when you saying the Lord's gonna bless us, and then dope boy the shit the food stamps couldn't get us, it makes you feel like, from a child's perspective, maybe being able to sell the dope was the blessing, because it was how we survived at that point. You know, and you know it's wrong as an adult. But from a child's perspective and through a child's eyes, you can misinterpret it.
Yeah.
You know, and when I write those lines, people don't assess at what period these things are happening. They just hear the line. You know? So it's interesting.
Okay. Which of the track on the album is your favorite?
Right now, and it changes. It keeps changing. My favorite,
okay.
But like Baby by Me now, it's those are not my favorite records. These are the ones that I know are gonna be successful, big records.
Okay.
You know, like, Do You Think About Me is personal. You know, it's me writing about my experience with my son's mom.
Okay.
I think the 55% of people who've been married, who've been divorced, ask the question, do you think about me? You know, because it's the point where you go from being friends to being intimate with each other, and you have a relationship. You give each other titles like she's my girlfriend and he's my boyfriend, and then later, because we invest unevenly, whether emotionally she's investing more or he's investing more, when the relationship breaks up, you can't even be friends anymore. You know, could you imagine going to the point where you're saying vows and you're saying, I want this person to be with me for the rest of my life, and then things not working out, you're having a hard time, and then you go, we can't even be friends? How extreme is that? From saying, I want you in my life for the rest of my life, to I don't even want to speak to you ever again. You know, but it's common, so a lot of people ID with the record, and I feel like it'll be a big hit record.
Okay, and about this song, how was collaborate with Neo and with beautiful Kelly Rowland on the video?
The collaboration with Neo, check this out. Look. When I did, like, I went to the studio, and Polo had already sampled the Have a Baby by Me, Baby, Be a Millionaire, and I thought about it, I was like, yo, like, it's common to sample within hip-hop culture, but not common for you to sample yourself. You know, so I was like, yo, this is new. Because this is me there's nobody to pay to clear the sample because that's me on the record.
Okay.
And I wrote the whole record, I sent it to Neo, and Neo made changes to the chorus area because he wanted to do things that allowed him to sound the best he could actually sound on the record. And he sent it back, I said, we got a hit, we put it out, just worked. And then I ran into Kelly at the Latin VMAs.
Yeah.
I was performing with Winston Yadell while I was out there, and she was there saying, I said, I should get Kelly to shoot the video. Let me see if I could get her to do it. Because I only had a day to find my actual love interest in the actual film. It's going to be that process where you go to a casting agent and you look at pictures of girls and you say, I'll use her as the actual love interest. And instead of doing that, I got Kelly to do it. And I think she's a huge talent. You know, even like she had the #1 record with David Geffen.
Yeah, in Europe was.
Yeah, and while you're doing that, she's been a part of a group that has a long history, work history.
Yeah.
A Destiny's Child.
Yeah.
You know, and what we're seeing is a reflection of marketing dollars. When Beyonce's always been prioritized.
Yeah.
Excuse me. And the marketing dollars is provided for her project and not for Kelly's.
Yeah. Sure.
They're equally talented.
They are.
You know, and you see one is here and the other one is trying to get themselves into a decent space. Like she actually doesn't even have a record company right now.
Yeah.
So she's working with a #1 record.
They-
You see what I'm saying? Like, how do you?
I know she's working with David Guetta a lot. You will perform on X Factor tonight.
Yeah.
What do you think about this type of shows?
I think it's cool. Like it gives a chance to show new talent, and it gives birth to new stars because of how many people watch them, how large the audience is.
Okay.
So even a person who loses wins.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like if you come in third after how many people watched you, you know what I'm saying? You're recognizable. You leave and you can go ahead and build a career for yourself following that.
Okay.
L'ultimo velocissimo, scusate.
Okay. Sì.
La sua-
Are you planning an album, a collaboration album with your label mate Eminem sometimes?
Maybe in the future, like check this out. M wrote so many songs for the Relapse that he ended up making Relapse 1 and 2. And creatively, his energy shift, and he started writing again, and the music sounds completely different
Okay.
from what it did when he was writing music in that period. So he won't offer Relapse 2. He'll give him the refill at the end of this year that'll have 6 additional tracks on it. And then Relapse 2 will come when he finishes his vision for the actual record. So what you're seeing is him doing the same thing that you've seen me do with Before I Self Destruct. I come with the concept and decide, no, I want to do Curtis.
Yeah.
And I put Curtis there, then I bring you Before I Self Destruct. And he's going, nah, I don't want to do this one, I want to do something different. And starts a whole new album that goes off in a whole nother direction. So, you know, we'll see what happens. He still plans to call it Relapse 2 though.
Okay.